Now for the official Spelling Bee rules. The pronouncer will say the word. Spellers are encouraged to repeat the word to ensure that the word is being heard correctly. The spellers may ask the pronouncer to say the word again, define it, use it in a sentence, provide the part of speech, provide the language of origin, or provide an alternate pronunciation. If a speller starts a word over, the sequence that was already spoken may not be changed. The spelling bee is conducted in rounds. When a speller incorrectly spells a word, the speller drops out of the bee. The rounds continue until there is only one speller left in a round. If that speller correctly spells the next word, the speller is declared the champion. Houston Public Media will send 2 spellers to Washington, to the Scripps National Spelling Bee. Tonight we're in the final rounds of the bee with just a few spellers remaining. Here are the end of bee procedures. To crown a champion, the rounds continue until there is only one speller left. That speller advances alone to a new one-word championship round. If the speller misspells this word, a new round begins with all of the spellers who spelled from the previous round. If the speller correctly spells the word, the speller is declared the champion. The spellers who were eliminated in the previous round will then have a spell-off for runner-up. If only one speller meets that criteria, that speller will automatically be named runner-up. If we begin a round with only 2 spellers in the competition, and a champion does not emerge in the course of 5 rounds, co-champions will be declared. If you had trouble following all that, don't worry, that's what we're here for, to walk them through it. Do you think the spellers are ready for this?
Oh, they're definitely ready. They've been practicing for months, they know those rules by heart, and I think they're ready to go.
You know, one person who was ready to go about a year ago knew all the rules by heart and did quite well. Well, I'll let this story speak for itself.
Would anybody like to do a problem like that real quick before we start?
I like learning in school mostly because I have friends that provide a really safe and friendly environment. And I really like having my teachers, they support me a lot.
So what's the shortcut, Nihar?
When I compete in spelling bees, I really don't think about winning or losing. I think about it like me and the competitors are all friends and we're all going against the dictionary. When I go up to the microphone, I just block out everything except what Dr. Bailey says. And I tap my foot so I know I'm in rhythm with what I'm saying. But if I don't know it, sometimes I get nervous and I almost shut down, but I remember I can do this if I don't give up. Hi, I'm Nihar Jenga, the youngest on-record champion of the Scripps National Spelling Bee. I thought it was just all a dream. It felt like I was up in the clouds. I didn't feel like I was standing on the ground, and my head just went crazy. I couldn't even think about anything. I was just so happy that I won because I didn't know I would just win it in 5th grade the first time I went to nationals. My favorite word is obviously my winning word, Gesellschaft. I think that's one of the only German words I got during the bee. And German is sort of my favorite language because I like the sounds and how you spell them out. Gesellschaft, G-E-S-E-L-L-S-C-H-A-F-T, Gesellschaft. I want to be a neurosurgeon when I grow up. Lenox Hill Hospital in New York invited me to see all the tools, and they gave me a book by Dr. Rotan. He's a really famous neurosurgeon about how to do surgery and neuroanatomy. And also I was really happy to meet Des Bryant and the rest of the Cowboys in Dallas. And I went on Jimmy Kimmel, Live with Kelly, and a lot of other shows. My mom and me found new words and we used to quiz each other. She helped me a lot in the spelling bee, but also my dad, he's the one that took care of the transportation and financial stuff like that. I'm really proud to have my parents and my sister. Now I'm in the geography bee and I'm going to the state geography bee, and my social studies teacher really encouraged me a lot and supported me to get this far, just like my teachers back at River Ridge Elementary did for me to win the spelling bee. My advice is mainly not to shut down when you get a word you don't know, because I got a few words thrown at me that I didn't know. If you don't give up, then that's the way to succeed.
And we are very pleased to have Nihar with us right here in the studio. Congratulations on all you've done.
Thank you.
Nice job. So when you were standing here a year ago, did you imagine when the bee started you would be going to Washington? Was that your plan?
No.
No.
Well, I got third last year in 4th grade.
Yeah.
And Siddharth Krishna Kumar and Sharav Dasri, which is the brother of Shobha Dasri, they're really hard competition, as Siddharth got 4th last year. And so I was like, okay, I will get 3rd again. I'm going to fail. That was what's in my mind. But so when I knew it was just me and Sharav, and I was really surprised. I was like, okay, I'm actually going to try my best now because I have a chance for this. I'm going to DC either way. So I just went as if, I don't know, I would just keep on spelling until it was over.
And if you weren't paying attention to the story we just showed you, you did pretty well, it looks like. You won it all.
Yeah.
Congratulations. The youngest one on record that we know of. So how does it feel to have peaked in 5th grade?
Well, I don't know. It just feels normal now. Like, other than being in Houston for this, it just feels like having a trophy in my house.
Well, we are pleased that you have
know.
that trophy. We love the fact it says Houston Public Media right on your trophy, so we're in it with you. Congratulations again. Very
Thank
nice
you.
job. And we're looking forward to big things from you.
Okay.
Come back and visit us at the Bee in the future. Stay put right there because we're going to find out if it's time to start the Bee again. Remember, we're going into our final rounds. We have only our 4 spellers. Let's make sure our judges are ready. Judges, pronouncer, are you ready? All right, Gabriel, approach the mic. This is our 4th round of our Bee. You would never imagine that by as few students as we have left. Begin the Bee.
The word is paroxysmal.
Paroxysmal. May you please have the definition?
Marked or accompanied by sudden attacks or spasms, as of a disease.
Paroxysmal. Could you please use in a sentence?
Mike's whooping cough was treated with antibiotics in its early paroxysmal stage.
Paroxysmal. Could you please repeat the word?
Paroxysmal.
Paroxysmal. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There's no alternate pronunciation for paroxysmal.
Could you please repeat the definition?
Marked or accompanied by sudden attacks or spasms, as of a disease.
Paroxysmal. Paroxysmal. Paroxysmal.
That is correct.
Next up, Rakshit approaches the mic and tries for his word.
The word is caisson.
Caisson. May I have the definition?
A watertight chamber used in construction work underwater, as in a harbor or river, or as a foundation.
Caisson. Could you use it in a sentence?
As part of building the Brooklyn Bridge, workers would sink a caisson and then dig inside it until they hit bedrock.
Caisson. May I have the part of speech?
This word is a noun.
Caisson. May I have the language of origin?
This word is from a word that went from Latin to Old Provençal to French.
Caisson. Are there any alternative pronunciations?
An alternate pronunciation for caisson is caisson.
Caisson. Could you repeat the definition?
A watertight chamber used in construction work underwater, as in a harbor or river, or as a foundation.
Caisson. Could you use it in a sentence again?
As part of building the Brooklyn Bridge, workers would sink a caisson and then dig inside it until they hit bedrock.
Caisson. C-A-I-S-S-O-N. Caisson.
That is correct.
Pranatha is next at the mic, speller number 32.
The word is reboation.
Reboation, may I please have the definition?
A loud reverberation.
Reboation, may I please have the language of origin?
This word is formed from a Latin word plus a combining form that went from Latin to French to English.
Reboation, may I please have the part of speech?
This word is a noun.
Are there any alternative pronunciations?
There's no alternate pronunciation for reboation.
Reboation, may I please have this in a sentence?
The reboation of the ship's foghorn signaled the ship's entrance into the harbor.
Reboation, R-E-B-O-A-T-I-O-N, reboation.
That is correct.
And our final speller in this round, who happened to have been our co-champ last year, Shirav Dasari.
The word is bireme.
Bireme, can I have the definition?
A galley with two banks of oars, common in the early classical period.
Can I have the language of origin?
This word is from Latin.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The protruding bow of the typical Greek bireme was useful for ramming enemy ships.
Can I have the language of origin?
This word is from Latin.
Can you repeat the word again?
Bireme.
Bireme. Bireme. B-I-R-E-M-E. Bireme.
That is correct.
And we've ended our first round of the championships, round 4. And how many students did we lose?
None.
0. This could be a very long night. Some of you at home may be wondering, you may have seen it in the rules package, there are a number of questions spellers can ask to the judges, and those 6 questions are:
You can ask the judge to repeat the word. You can ask for alternate pronunciations. You can ask for the part of speech. You could ask for the language of origin. And you could ask for a definition. And you can ask that they use it in a sentence.
And those are the only things, though, you can ask, which is the interesting part of it. You'll hear them ask questions. You'll wonder, why are they repeating the same questions? Those are the only 6 they're allowed to ask. It's also their responsibility to make sure they understand the word they're spelling. So with all of that known, they go into the unknown, trying to spell these words. And we continue our B if our judges are ready. Here we go. Gabriel, please approach the mic for round number 5.
The word is gamapetalous.
Gamapetalous. May I please have the definition?
Having the corolla composed of united petals.
Could you please repeat the word?
Gamapetalous.
Gamapetalous. Gamapetalous. May I please have the language of origin?
This word is from Greek.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
The gamapetalous foxglove, morning glory, and bluebell are some of Mary's favorite plants.
Gamapetalous. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There's no alternate pronunciation for gamapetalous.
Gamapetalous. Could you say it again, please?
Gamapetalous.
Gamapetalous. Could you say it again, please?
Gamapetalous.
Gamapetalous. G-A-M-E-P-E-T-A-L-O-U-S. Gamapetalous.
The correct spelling is G-A-M-O-P-E-T-A-L-O-U-S.
It is sad whenever we see a speller fall, but the amazing thing is that this speller has spelled so far and so long to get to the point that he was at today. So there's for the applause to appreciate all that he just did. Rakshit is up at the mic, hoping that is not his same fate as this round continues.
The word is bargello.
Bargello. Bargello. May I have the definition?
A needlework stitch that produces a zigzag pattern.
Bargello. Could you use in a sentence?
Dora embroidered a colorful pillow cover in bargello.
Bargello. May I have the part of speech?
This word is a noun.
Bargello. May I have the language of origin?
This word is from an Italian name.
Bargello. Are there any alternative pronunciations?
There's no alternate pronunciation for Bargello.
Could you repeat the word?
Bargello.
Wait, could you repeat the word again?
Bargello.
Margello?
Bargello.
Oh, Bargello. May I have the definition again, please?
A needlework stitch that produces a zigzag pattern.
Could you use the sentence again?
Dora embroidered a colorful pillow cover in Bargello.
May I have the language of origin again?
This word is from an Italian name.
Bargello. B-A-R-G-E-L-L-O, Bargello.
That is correct.
Nice job by speller number 5. Up next, speller 32 returns to the mic.
The word is epyllion,
Epyllion, may I please have the definition?
a relatively short narrative poem resembling an epic in theme, tone, or style.
Epyllion, may I please have the language of origin?
This word is from Greek.
May I please have the part of speech?
This word is a noun.
Are there any alternates?
An alternate pronunciation of epyllion is epyllion.
And may I please have this in a sentence?
Sam wondered if the poem, The Song of Hiawatha, is short enough to be considered an epyllion.
Epyllion. E-P-Y-L-L-I-O-N, epyllion.
That's correct.
Pernathi continues in RB. Shurav is the last speller in this round.
The word is silicet.
Silicet, can I have the definition?
That is to say, namely, used before a word that is to be supplied or understood, as in completing a text felt to be obscure.
Can I have the language of origin?
This word passed from Latin to English.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The Keystone State, Silicet, Pennsylvania, was so nicknamed because it was the center or keystone of the arch formed by the original 13 states.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Alternate pronunciations for Silicet are Silicet and Scilicet.
Silicet. S-C-I-L-I-C-E-T. Silicet.
That's correct.
And that wraps up the 5th round, where we lost one speller so far. Gabriel, an interesting fact about him, just for those of you keeping score at home, in 2014 he tied for 3rd place. Last year he was our 4th place speller. This year, it looks like he may have also been our 4th place speller. A thing that we didn't really articulate, I think, well enough early on is simply the fact that each one of these spellers has spelled in so many B's before they're even here today.
Yeah, there are absolutely multiple levels, sometimes at the local school, sometimes at the local school district, or even a county level.
Right, so they are already champions before they even got here today, so it's kind of just finding the cream on top right now. So we're going to continue now with just 3 spellers as we go into our 6th round. Judges, are you ready? They are, so we ask Rakshit to please approach the mic. I will let you know that Rakshit is in his 5th appearance at RB, which now ties him with Shobha for our most appearances in a Houston Public Media B.
The word is grisaille,
Grisaille. May I have the definition?
a painting in monochrome, usually in shades of gray, often as decoration to simulate sculptured relief.
Grisaille. Can you use it in a sentence?
Sandra could not decide which grisaille by Michelangelo in the Sistine Chapel was her favorite.
Grisaille. May I have the part of speech?
This word is a noun.
Grisaille. May I have the language of origin?
This word is from French.
Grisaille. Are there any alternative pronunciations?
Alternate pronunciations for grisaille are grisaille, grisaille, and grisaille.
Grisaille. Could you repeat the definition?
A painting in monochrome, usually in shades of gray, often as decoration to simulate sculptured relief.
Grisaille. Grisaille. Grisaille.
That's correct.
Pranathy now approaches the mic, going for her word.
The word is craquelure.
Craquelure, may I please have the definition?
A breaking on the surface of a work of art, as of varnish, color, or enamel, so that clefts or fissures appear.
Craquelure, may I please have the language of origin?
This word is from a French word.
May I please have the part of speech?
This word is a noun.
Are there any alternates?
There's no alternate pronunciation for craquelure.
May I please have this in a sentence?
The old painting's spidery craquelure became more evident under the magnifying glass.
Craquelure. C-R-A-Q-U-E-L-U-R-E. Craquelure.
That's correct.
And finishing off this round is Shirav Dasari.
The word is bijouterie.
Bijouterie, can I have the definition?
Jewelry in which delicate or intricate metalwork contributes more to the value than do the constituent materials.
Can I have the language of origin?
This word is from a French word.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Marge scoured the display case in the antique shop for an addition to her collection of bijouterie.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There's no alternate pronunciation for bijouterie.
Can you repeat the word again?
Bijouterie.
Bijouterie. Bijouterie. B-I-J-O-U-T-E-R-I-E. Bijouterie.
That's correct.
And we have finished another round, still with our three spellers. This could be quite a while this evening.
We could definitely be here for a little bit.
We've got some very seasoned, very good spellers. An interesting thing people will be wondering about certain things they can and cannot do. We went over the list of the questions that the spellers can ask. What are some things they don't need to be concerned with?
They don't need to worry about things like spaces or diacritical marks, marks over letters, or capitalization when they're spelling. They also don't need to worry about finishing once they've started it. They can start over again, but they have to use the exact same letters they used before.
So those are little tips to follow along while you're watching at home. As we go into, I do believe this is round 8. Actually, round 7. We're going into round 7 with 3 spellers. Judges, ready to continue? They are, and we continue our B. Rakshi, please approach the mic.
The word is quokka.
Quokka. May I have the definition?
A stocky Australian reddish or chestnut brown wallaby with a short tail, called also short-tailed wallaby.
Quokka. Could you use it in a sentence?
The quokka is able to climb trees and shrubs and can survive for long periods of time without fresh water.
Quokka. May I have the part of speech?
This word is a noun.
Quokka. May I have the language of origin?
This word is from an Australian name.
Quokka. Are there any alternative pronunciations?
There's no alternate pronunciation for quokka.
Quokka. Could you repeat the definition?
A stocky Australian reddish or chestnut brown wallaby with a short tail, called also short-tailed wallaby.
Quokka. Q-U-O-K-K-A. Quokka.
That's correct.
Pranathy now approaches the mic for her word.
The word is bardillo.
Bardillo, may I please have the definition?
An Italian marble commonly having a dark gray or bluish ground traversed by veins and occurring in its principal varieties in the neighborhood of Carrara and in Corsica.
May you please repeat the word again?
Bardillo.
Bardillo, may I please have the language of origin?
This word is from a word that went probably from Latin to Spanish to Italian.
May I please have the part of speech?
This word is a noun.
Are there any alternates?
There's no alternate pronunciation for Bardilio.
Bardilio. May I please have this in a sentence?
The abstract sculpture was carved from gray Bardilio.
Can you repeat the word again?
Bardilio.
Bardilio. May I have the word again?
Bardilio.
And may I please have the definition again?
An Italian marble commonly having a gray or bluish ground traversed by veins and occurring in its principal varieties in the neighborhood of Carrara and in Corsica.
Bardilio. May I please have the language of origin?
This word's from a word that probably went from Latin to Spanish to Italian.
Bardilio. Bardilio. May I please have the definition again?
An Italian marble commonly having a dark gray or bluish ground traversed by veins and occurring in its principal varieties in the neighborhood of Carrara and in Corsica.
May I please have this in a sentence?
The abstract sculpture was carved from gray Bardilio.
Bardilio. Bardilio. Bardillo. Bardilio.
The correct spelling is Bardiglio.
And Kanathi leaves RB. An interesting point of our finalists today. She's the only one that's been here for her first time, but that's only because she was in Nihar's district and she could never get past Nihar to get to the B. And she has proven herself quite the speller today. One more time, let's hear it for that speller. Amazing accomplishment. Shirav is up and ready to keep this B going.
The word is radop.
Can I have the definition?
A show ring movement in which a horse gallops in circles whose diameter never exceeds 10 feet.
Can I have the language of origin?
This word is from a word that went from Latin to Italian to French.
Can I have the sentence?
The last movement in Thunder's performance was a fast radop.
Redop. Redop. R-E-D-O-P-P-E. Redop.
That's correct.
Very nicely done. And once again ends another round. We lost a speller, it seems, that round, but the good news is she can come back.
Absolutely. You have until your 8th grade year to compete in the spelling bee.
And only in 6th grade, so she may be back in future Bs. It's interesting, as I mentioned when she was walking off, is that because she was in Nihar's district, each of these students come up through this pyramid structure, and Nihar was always right in the way blocking her. And so now she was able to make her way into the B. And we wanted to talk a little bit more about how all of this comes to be. What's going to happen now also with just 2 spellers left in the B? Things would change a bit.
Absolutely. Now, a speller can be declared champion if the other speller gets the word wrong and they go to a round all their own and they get that word right.
Right. So we're going into our championship rounds. I'll reiterate that one more time for you. There will be now a limit of only 5 more rounds. That's the most we will allow in RB at this point. Both of the spellers that you see out there on the stage are going to be going to Washington because they've made it this far. The important thing is to figure out how they're going to be going. So it can be as co-champs, if they both spell all their words right till the end now, or as a champ and a runner-up. So that's really what we're going to be looking for from this point forward. Another thing to keep in mind, since both of the spellers will be going to Washington, there will be no more appeals. So the judge's call will stand. But that doesn't mean we're done yet. So we're going to find out how this is all going to work itself out in just a couple of minutes. The thing to keep in mind, though, 5 rounds is all we can go. Now, national, how long can they go?
They have a 25-word limit.
And Nihar did 25 rounds, didn't he, in this? So it's a lot to see and it's a lot to worry about. So what we're going to say is, if the judges are ready, we will move into this championship, the first round of our championship round, to see who's our champ, who's our co-champs, or who's a champ and a runner-up. Judges, are you ready? Round one begins, and our first speller, Rakshit Kota, makes his way to the microphone. Rakshit actually was here in 2013, where he came in 3rd place, 2014, where he tied for 10th place, 2015 for 4th place, 2016 for 3rd place. This is his highest ranking so far.
The word is Svitterian.
Svitterian? Could you repeat the word?
Svitterian.
Svitterian? May I have the definition?
Dipolar ion, an ion charged both positively and negatively.
Svitterian? Could you use it in a sentence?
A zwitterion is an electrically neutral chemical compound with high solubility in water, but not in organic solvents.
Svitterian? Could you repeat the word?
Zwitterion.
Svitterian. May I have the language of origin?
This word is from German.
Svitterian? Are there any alternative pronunciations?
There's no alternate pronunciation for zwitterion.
Svitterian? Could you repeat the definition?
Dipolar ion, an ion charged both positively and negatively.
Svitterian? Could you use it in a sentence again?
A zwitterion is an electrically neutral chemical compound with high solubility in water, but not in organic solvents.
Svitterian? May I have the language of origin again?
This word is from German.
Svitterian? May I have the definition again?
Dipolar ion, an ion charged both positively and negatively.
Svitterian? Could you repeat the word?
Zwitterion.
Svitterian. S V I T T E R I O N. Svitterian.
The correct spelling is Zwitterion.
Nicely done. As we mentioned before, that was his 5th B in a row that he has been here with us. And you know, you can't feel too bad. He is going to Washington one way or another. We're still waiting to find out. I think he just realized that, got a little smile on his face realizing that. Shirov is back up at the mic. This is the tricky point. If Shirov gets this word correct, then he goes on to a championship word. If he gets the word wrong, Rakshit's back in the competition.
The word is Promyshlenik,
Promyshlenik, can I have the definition?
a Russian trapper and fur trader of Siberia and Alaska.
Can I have the language of origin?
This word is from Russian.
Can I have the sentence?
The Promyshlenik brought his furs to market before the winter storms closed the mountain passes.
Can you repeat the word again?
Promyshlenik.
Promyshlenik. Promyshlenik. P-R-O-M-Y. Oh, wait, can I start over? Can you repeat the definition again?
A Russian trapper and fur trader of Siberia and Alaska.
Can I have the language of origin again?
This word is from Russian.
Okay. Can you repeat the word one more time?
Promyshlenik.
Promyshlenik. P-R-O-M-Y-S-H-L-E-N-N-I-K. Promyshlenik.
That is correct.
Nicely done. Shurab, don't go anywhere. As we've mentioned before, the rules go like this. He has spelled a word correctly in his round. There's nobody else in his round to compete against, so he goes on to a championship word. In our rules in the final rounds, that means we are moving on to round 2, which is a single word round, a championship word. If he gets this correct, then he is our champion. If not, the bee continues. Here we go. On to round 2. Judges, are you ready? We have an okay, so we will begin. Shurav, here you go.
The word is rafraîchisseur.
Rafraîchisseur, RAFRAICHISSOIR.
I guess he was pretty proud of that spelling. We do have our champion and our co-champs. So, of course, Shurav, congratulations. And, of course, a moment for you to bask in this glory. Everyone, let's hear it for Shurav, who again has won in our spelling bee. Congratulations.
Thank you.
As we said, you're not going alone. Rocksheet, come on out here. Oh, they're getting him out of his jacket right now. Now he's a celebrity, so he's got to look right for it. Congratulations. How are you feeling?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, we're proud of both of you guys. You're going to Washington. Wondering what that's going to look like? Have a look. This year, the top 2 spellers of the Houston Public Media Spelling Bee will be whisked away for a week in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., to participate in the Scripps National Spelling Bee. They'll receive Webster's 3rd New International Dictionary, online subscriptions to both Merriam-Webster Unabridged and Encyclopedia Britannica, and all our bee participants receive a commemorative T-shirt, certificate, and finalist medal. Congratulations. And again, congratulations to our spellers, our champ, our runner-up. Here to also congratulate them and help us give the trophies is our general manager from Houston Public Media, Lisa Shumate.
Good evening. Oh, congratulations to both of you. It is our honor to have this spelling bee and to be able to celebrate academic championships, academic athletes like you guys. We wish you the best at nationals. Rocksheet, this is for you.
And Shurav, another one to add to your collection.
Congratulations.
How does it feel?
It feels great, yeah. To win again, it's definitely a great feeling.
Are you guys going to do us proud at nationals?
We will, yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully. We
This will
want
be
more
your
than
first
hopefully.
trip, right?
Yeah.
First trip to D.C.
Yeah.
I mean, you've never visited before even.
I went once.
All right. Well, this time you're going as a champion, and you're going to represent Houston. We wish you the best.
So we know all of you would want to follow along at what's going to happen once they get out there. So you know what? You can follow it all on ESPN. You can start on ESPN3 on Wednesday, May 31st, starting at 7 a.m. in the morning. It'll go till 5 p.m. Those are the preliminaries where our 2 spellers will compete to see if they move forward. We're counting on them to going on to the live finals, which will happen on ESPN2 on Thursday, June 1st, starting at 9 a.m. till noon. And I'm sure you guys are going to do wonderfully there. So everyone then will be able to continue on to ESPN Thursday night, June 1st, 7 to 9 p.m. to see our new champs crowned again. Are you guys going to bring it home for us again this year?
Hopefully we will.
Hopefully. I heard a yeah from back over there on the side. Your family and support is all around you. Congratulations to all of you folks, too. We would like to start off by thanking and letting you all know that you, if you've enjoyed watching the Bee either online or here on television, you can enroll for next year, and we'd love to have you come join us. Enrollment starts at next August. You can find out all the information at spellingbee.com. And now on to our moment of thanks. Thanks, of course, to our judges and pronouncers who had the hard work today of getting all those words right. Of course, the parents, the teachers, the schools, the bee organizers that did all the work to get the 56 students here to our studios today. Of course, Anjay and Nihar, who sat in with me. I think they're both behind me. One of them's behind me.
Right here.
And there they are. They're both here with us. And all of you for watching. For everyone here at Houston Public Media, I'm Ernie Manous. She's Lisa Shumate. We thank you for watching. See you all next year. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
And congratulations.
Woo-hoo!
The 2017 Houston Public Media Spelling Bee is made possible by our presenting sponsor, Wells Fargo.